Jayhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Michigan State's offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, you know, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Mark. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's got the back in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Tries to get it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to...
There he goes! Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got it! Busts through behind his pad. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best.
Touchdown, Michigan State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will go to work for the 1st time. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coach coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority. Number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area. But just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When we're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still be hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's done. Oh, they're after him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Quick spin on the run. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pick off! What a play by this defense! Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball on the 47. Looking for a gap. It's Scott. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The option look. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Jayhawks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, it's done. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Just what they hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Now on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught. Picks up enough to get the 1st and 10 from the 13. The Jayhawks are on the move. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play.
Touchdown, Kansas! They punctuate the chance for a trip to the end zone. Looking for the time with the extra point. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Grabbed in the middle, it's Collier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover, pick up the first. The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he's playing with fire. He's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Quarterback on the keeper. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the...
Hits him in stride at the 10. Now Jayhawks. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. Defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Collier. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got it back over the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The short hands, it's Marsh. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Collier. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Ready, break. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air. They will score! Touchdown, Spartans!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
He's got his man across the middle. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now facing a 3rd and long. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And here's the return. Boom. And the returner will be knocked down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better.
Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him
looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. Going up top again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass. It's done. He's got an open man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Jayhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Got it in the middle, it's Irvin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Jayhawks come to the line needing just inches for the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the ground game. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing in this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that one. Good coverage.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, first down and more. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward him.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unleashes one. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chain. He'll do it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's done. Finds his man, it's Bridges. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Archer Jayhawks. They move on top here in the 4th. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel. The fine instrument rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying.
Turning it on! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Snagged in the middle. It's Mark. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Okay, ready? The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it, tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And the Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Caught over the middle. It's Collier. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Hauls it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Spartans will hustle to the line. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sparty. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's done. Flips it out on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week.
There he goes. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Jayhawks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Rushes on him. Wide open downfield.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Takes the easy completion. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off his head.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Spartans will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
On the set. Out 55 feet.
They'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to throw. It's done. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they...
He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Black Joe. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this game has been awesome. So back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just get your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter, and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Catch in the middle, it's Collier. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback moving. Blasted as he lets it go.